Here we want to be able to graph the ellipse 4x squared plus 2y squared equals 1 by graphing the functions whose graphs are the upper and lower halves of the ellipse. Now, we must solve the given equation for y to obtain the equations for the upper and lower halves of the ellipse. So let's go ahead and solve for y. So we have 4x squared plus 2y squared, which is equal to 1. Subtracting 4x squared to both sides, we have 2y squared, which is equal to 1 minus 4x squared. And then divide both sides by 2. We get y squared, which is equal to 1 minus 4x squared divided by 2. Taking the square root of both sides, we get plus or minus the square root of 1 minus 4x squared divided by 2. So let's go ahead and graph this. So we'll graph the first one. This is a positive, so we're going to have the square root of 1 minus 4x squared, and we're dividing that by 2. And so let's see what that graph looks like. So we need to change our windows. And so by changing our windows, we know that this is equal to 1. So let's make our x min -1, our y x max is 1, our y minimum is -1, and y max will be 1. So let's see the graph here. So this is the upper half of the ellipse. Now let's go ahead and put in the negative version in the next y sub 2 spot. So we have here, we should put in our negative, and then second square root of 1 minus 4x squared, and then we're dividing that by 2. Now let's see that graph. Now we can see the lower half of the ellipse. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do that on Desmos. So here we have the square root of 1 minus 4x squared. We're dividing that by 2. And again, let's go ahead and put in -1, +1, -1, and +1. So now we can see the upper half of the ellipse. Okay, let's go ahead and put this in there so we can copy that and then paste it. And now we can see the lower half of the ellipse. So solving for y allowed us to see the upper and the lower half. So here is our graph of the upper and lower half of the ellipse.